Well, hello. My name is Josh Burt, and we are going to be talking about life skills today. This is an organization that we have came up with that we think is very important. We are looking to give practical skills to students, specifically high school students who are looking to enter into the real world, as some would say. And we believe that all of these ideas, all of these ways of thinking, practical things to do, how to pay taxes, how to cut hair, down to the random things are necessary for someone to grow up in society. And sometimes we don't learn that in high school. So today we're going to be going over the organization called Life Skills, and I'm going to be focusing on the resources and budgeting. So let's get into it. First topic. How does this work? How are you going to start up an organization? These are all questions. How will you spend your money? We want to let you know that we have a name for every dollar. Down to the single dollar, you will see in the math that anything that you want to invest in us, any help you want to give, we are going to take your money and use it wisely. So the first question we're looking to answer, how are you going to start up this organization? Well, first of all, since we are going into high schools, there are some rules you need to follow. And after working in Jesus clubs for a couple years, I found that you need a student and a teacher. The student is necessary because if you are looking to speak in a high school setting, you can't just come onto a campus and act like everyone knows you. It's not allowed. You need authority. You need to be a student at the school. Anyone else who comes on has to be classified as a guest speaker. So a student is necessary and a teacher is necessary if you want a classroom, if you want people to be able to come and feel relaxed and not just stand there. Although it does work, teacher is pretty necessary. And then how is this going to start up? We're going to be fundraising. We're going to be going to sports games, basketball, football, water polo, even golf if we have to. And all these sports, we're going to be selling water bottles. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is water bottles going to allow you to start up an organization? Well, after doing some research, we found that Costco has a bulk purchase amount of water bottles, and they sell them by the pallets. Now, these pallets consist of 48 cases, and each case has 40 bottles in each one. Now, after doing the math, this means that each water bottle is 20 cents exactly. If we are to sell these for $1, which we're looking to do, this would be an 80% increase, strictly profit. We're making 80 cents every bottle. And after about 6 hours of sales every Thursday and Friday, because that's usually when the sports games go, 3 weeks straight doing that, we should make about $1,500 in profit, $1,530 to be exact. And the finances will be used to start up the organization, start up to pay for a bunch of things that I'm going to be listing off to you in the next slide. So how are you going to spend your money? That's the next question. And the way we're going to spend it is, first of all, like I said, guest speakers. I don't claim to know everything, so I'm not going to speak on everything. If I don't know something, we're bringing people in, professionals, to talk about it. These guest speakers, we're estimating they will run about $100 per. Hopefully we can give them an honorarium if they don't accept money, if they're just trying to bless the students in the local area. Because we're doing this 4 times a month, this will total out to $400 just in guest speaker fees. The next one is water bottles. Like I said, $390 for a pallet each month. So it's going to be $390 that we have to spend. And then Little Caesars. I need to make this very clear. So $78 is if we were to have 100 students in the group. Now, if we have 100 students 4 times a month, this is going to come out to $312. Hopefully we'll start, I'm not assuming at 100 people, but we'll start and slowly make our way up to that. I wanted to give the highest amount. And if it gets to 200 and we're doubling that, great. We're just going to have to sell more water bottles. And then we'd like to have 2 celebrations a year. Each semester, we know that the students worked very hard. Hopefully they're passing their classes and going on. But we also want to celebrate each time. If there's a senior class, we want to celebrate them. And maybe even this comes with stamp sheet showing what you've learned throughout the club, what you have done, what you have mastered, what you have been a part of, and what you've learned. If this party was to have food, water, drinks, snacks, fun, we're assuming it's going to be about $500 each one. So in total, this would be $1,000. This is how we're going to spend our money. And the next question you may be asking yourself, are you sure you're not making profit? Well, I asked this question because of course we're going to be making profit, but it's not going to go into our pockets. We're going to be giving the monthly revenue that we bring in, putting it back into the organization. Monthly expenses should cost about, no, it's actually exact, $1,227. And then this means that we will have $693 in profit each month. We will be saving this up because we know that each year we're going to have $1,000 worth to spend for the party. I would also love to put this money into props and worksheets and practical things. If someone's coming in teaching you how to cut hair, I think it'd be nice if people had some clippers to actually know how to do it. I mean, you could watch videos all day long, but once you have the actual thing in your hand, that's a whole nother story. My video cut out due to a lack of storage. Sorry, that was so abrupt. But I pretty much finished everything I was gonna say. This was it, life skills. I was doing the resources and budgeting, and we actually really enjoyed working on this project. We're grateful for the opportunity and learning something a little bit different than we learned the rest of our careers in college. I want to thank you, Professor, so much for all the time and effort you put during this time. I know there's so much areas where you could have just thrown it out the window and said, hey guys, you got your education, cool, I'll give you A's, bye. But you didn't. You kept trying as best you can, and I'm grateful for that. So thank you. Bless you in your future, and hope to see you sometime. I mean, we're in Foursquare, so we're bound to run into each other. Thank you again. Goodbye.